Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good evening. Hey guys, are you ready for the first class in week 9? Already week 9. I think time running very fast. So this week already week 9. Okay, let's continue. But before that, I would like to say Selamat Hari Raya, Maaf Zahir Batin to all of you. Okay, semoga raya kali ini membawa 1000 makna buat semua. A very short raya to our Muslim in Malaysia, but never mind. Life must go on, right? So today I would like to continue our lesson for chapter 4. Chapter 4, last part, part 3. Kindly please refer to chapter 4, part 3. I have shared the file last 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, in a WhatsApp group. And also you can refer to Yulen. Refer to week 7, if I'm not mistaken. Week 7. Did you hear my voice clearly? Is it okay?
Yes, Doctor.
Yes, Doctor.
Okay. Thank you for your response. Okay, let's continue chapter 4, part 3. So today, I would like to, what we call it, to do replacement class after this at 5 to 6:30. So because last 2 weeks, I MC due to minor operation dekat gigi ni. So masih ada lagi jahitan, ada 5 jahitan dekat gusi saya ni. Esok saya tanggalkan jahitan. Okay. So please refer to chapter 4, part 3. So hopefully we can finish this chapter 4 by this session. This one, chapter 5. Where is it? Chapter 4, part 3. Awak nampak chapter 4, chapter 5? Okay, let's continue. So this chapter 3 basically will discuss about the energy audit technical report. You know, we have learned about the energy audit. Okay, we have 3 types. At least generally, we have 3 types of energy audit, which is the preliminary audit, detailed energy audit, and a focus energy audit, or specific energy audit to the specific system. So today, I would like to brief a little bit about the technical report on how we can write a technical report for the energy audit. Okay, let's move on to the first slide, which is the executive summary. So basically the energy audit report will start with the executive summary, which consists of objective, okay, scope of works, energy audit findings and summary. So overall, plant characteristic energy audit, this one, okay, scope of work, and you can put a kind of table over here to describe the work that has been done under the energy audit process. For example, here, energy management, background and description of the building, energy balance. So overall, plant characteristic energy audit and the scope of work that reflects to the work description. And also, you can divide to two kind of table. This one represent the active system energy audit, which reflect to the active system. For example, electrical supply. So that one is the active system. Aircon system, okay, this one is the system which is the active one. Issue lighting system, room data survey. So scope of work, what to do to the work description. For example, electrical supply, to study electrical power trending or profile such as demand. This one is the work scope of work. And also here the list under the executive summary, we are still under the explanation, still under the executive summary, the first section in the energy audit report. So what the requirement for the executive summary also, you need to put examples, you need to put summary of energy conservation measures. So table, like this table, you can see the proper arrangement of the energy conservation measures over here. Okay, so here the table shows at least 13 here, 13 energy conservation measures with the potential saving value in terms of energy and also in terms of cost. Investment cost, payback period, SPP, simple payback period, okay? And also you can convert to ton reduction from the energy saving here, ton reduction. And for the CO2, you can also use calculator, common calculator to convert from energy kilowatt hour to CO2. And the energy saving percentage, and also you can put priority here, either to do it first, or maybe it can be second one or third one, depending on the what we call it, depending on the cost, investment cost or payback period. So you can put priority numbers over here. And under the executive summary for the energy audit report, okay, the summary for the something like this, okay, the net flow, the factor related, and then the energy baseline, and also you can put a forecasting value after the ECM implementation, okay. So the energy after the ECM, after all, if the all ECM have been implemented, and the client can get this value of the energy, and at least about 9.69% reduction. And for your assignment, I have just put 10% saving. You need to find on how to get 10% saving based on the ECM. So try to suggest the appropriate ECM so that you can get the percentage of reduction over here by suggesting the ECM implementation, and you can at least a minimum 10%. So this one is the carbon emission intensity, CEI. From here, you can convert all this value from kilowatt hour T to CO2 equivalent, kg per year. So you can get this value as well. And by referring to the green pass or any green pass is under SEDA, Sustainable Energy Development Authority, SEDA. So SEDA has introduced this one, introduced the diamond scheme for the building that able to reduce the CO2 emission or CO2 equivalent reduction if something like this, 9.69, okay, from 10 to from 1 to 10% can get one diamond only. If you try to get two or more, okay, try to propose many more kind of ECM or high impact ECM so that you can reduce more energy and reduce more CO2 equivalent reduction over here. Okay, at least you can get a diamond. And I'm glad to say that one of our building in a main campus already get 4 diamond over here, 4 diamond FTMK, they're able to reduce about 55% of CO2 equivalent reduction since 2016. So we got 4 diamond certificate from SEDA, Sustainable Energy Development Authority in the Putrajaya. So for 6-star, 6 diamond, this one, maybe this building can be considered as zero energy building or natural carbon building, so that this building can get the 6 diamond certification. Okay, so that one is under executive summary. So if all the elements that has been suggested here, you put on your report later on, okay, you get full marks for this session, executive summary. Okay, next is management of energy. Okay, this one also under the executive summary. No. Section 2, management of energy, policy and target, existing or emerging. You can put the policy and target, which is also you can put an EAP, the introduction for the National Energy Efficiency Plan, and also for emerging. Just brief the policy and target and how government take the initiative to reduce the CO2 emission. Okay, as the introduction for the energy management in section 2. Energy management metric explain current situation of the energy management 6 item. So refer to chapter 2, okay, energy management metric. You can put this energy management metric and identify what's the current situation or what the current reading of the energy management metric status for this client, for your client later on. Okay, if you select the short lot, which is the business environment is based on the food and F&B. Okay, you can write the energy management metric, put the status on this 2.2. Okay. Energy data, documentation and monitoring, brief explain the source of data and factor related. So if you want to get this, the brief explanation of the source of data, maybe you can put the source of data came from the energy bill or TMB bill, and also if there is the available of the other types of energy, for example gases or water, you can also put the you can also explain where is the sources of data came from. Okay, so factor related, most of the common building, the factor related is the net floor area, NFA, NFA. If you try to do the energy audit, which is to do the energy audit for the manufacturing of factory, so please find the factor related, maybe the output of the production or the raw materials, or even from the other related factors, numbers of workers. We didn't know, and you need to find by doing the regression analysis, find the correlation. If there is the numbers, um, uh, the significant numbers of R square, for example 0.5 and above, or 0.75 and above, and that one you can consider as the factor related to the energy consumption. 2.4, development of energy conservation measures. So audit process flow, list of equipment, refer the example over here. Okay, here the flow of energy audit flow, kick-off meeting, desktop audit, site investment, field data measurement. You can put this what we call it, this chart to your energy audit report. And list of equipment. Please kindly please prepare this table. Snap your what we call it, snap your equipment that you use to measure, for example temperature meter, or if you use your phone to measure the lux meter, and please take a photo to represent the measurement device for the lux level. Okay, so otherwise you can use, or you can borrow the another meters to measure, for example CO2 and others related parameter that you want to measure. So please also put energy management and energy team. List up all the energy team members, and also please code their function or their responsibility towards the energy audit team, towards the energy audit process. Okay, next section is building business operation service description. So please describe the business or building information building, business, people, building area. Okay, this one overview for the information, business, people, building area. So how many people inside the buildings, how many workers that they have, and the building area, the net flow area. Okay, if there is no available data, and you can also measure the building area, the build up area. For short load, very easy. They have been established a standard floor area for the or build up area for the short load. 25 multiply 70 or 75. You can ask the owner, and if there is no data, and you can measure, you need to measure. Energy supply information, sources and type of energy supply, single line diagram of the incoming sources, and if there is the available single line diagram, you can snap a photo and update on your energy audit. If there is no available, and you can draw by yourself at least single line diagram from the TMB meter to the other section or the other DB distribution box, okay, to represent what's kind of the connection that they have. Total electricity supply and cost of energy, desktop data from bill of electricity type of tariff, etc. So electricity supply and cost of energy, please find the information from the bill, TMB bill, get the information. So from here, okay, you can refer to this data. For example, data from January. This one is from bill. This one, all the data over here is come from bill of electricity, which is provided by TMB. Months January to December, okay, consumption, energy cost, power demand, and also power demand cost. If this one is available for the C and E type of tariff. If short lot B, so they also get power demand, but there is no cost for the power demand. The TMB only charge A type and B type of consumer with the flat tariff, which is one charge for the kilowatt hour only. And you can also produce this graph, something like here. And utility system description, this one, section 5, reflect to the building industry list and explain the system existing. So what's kind of the electricity system or equipment system that they have? For example, here, air conditioning system and control system, centralized cooling system, or lighting system. Please take a snap a picture, and update it on the energy audit report, and please explain. Don't left that the picture in a single work, like a figure, okay, figure 2, air conditioning system, something like that. So please write something to explain that picture. Same to your, I think same to your PSM final year report. Okay, please explain every single figure that you have. Don't let the figure or picture in a single work. So please explain. Please do something to explain, and try to get something outside the box to explain that, and give some new idea to what you have put on your report. For example, you took air conditioning system or cool control system. Okay, put the aircon and then explain. So what type of the system, the year maker, where is the come from US, or the types of the what we call it, the type of the control system that they have. So please brief in detail. Please brief in detail. So centralized cooling system, lighting system. So what type of the lighting that they have? Okay, LED types. How many types that they have? For example, 3 types. Okay, how many unit that they have for LED, for the conventional one, and for the halogen one. Okay, please list up all the types of the lighting and explain. Okay, this one is the example. Centralized ecosystem. So the table, you can put something like here, number of unit, and then you can explain, put the explanation for the table 5, something like here. Okay, list of cooling tower, list of the chiller, list of the condenser water pump, and then the information, speed, rate, rating power, etc. Any question before we proceed to the next slide? Any question? So hopefully, you already find your site to do the energy audit for the assignment number 1, group assignment. So if there is no problem and you can proceed to the energy audit, please find the right time to go and discuss with the owner, and please do the energy audit. Collect all the data, snap a picture, and please proceed to do the energy audit report. If there is any problem with the site, or you can't find the suitable site to do the energy audit, okay, please let me know. Please let me know early. Okay, seriously, so please let me know early. Okay, for the next section 6. This one's very important. You know, as the engineer, you need to know. Izzat nak tanya apa ni? Rumah kedai biasa, farmasi, just ada conventional aircon, boleh ke? Boleh. Tak ada masalah. Janji jumpa site tu. Kat mana ni? Izzat kat mana? Melaka. Okay. So I believe if you set the energy audit place in Melaka, you find the suitable site in Melaka, and I believe all the place already installed by the smart meter, by the TMB smart meter. You can logging to download the electricity profile over there from the TMB apps or TMB smart meter. Electrical load profile. So this one you can find from the smart meter, TMB smart meter. Okay, for example here. Okay. So this 7 days data, 7 or at least 1 week, at least 1 week data, you can download from the smart meter, TMB smart meter, okay, to find the 7 to get the every 30 minutes energy consumption data. Okay, started from 12 a.m. until 11:30 p.m. So this one 24 hours data. Okay. The first one, you need to find the TMB bill, okay, for 1 month, January to December. If there is the 3 years available TMB data, and that one is good. That one good for the energy audit report. If okay, if you can find 1 year, and that one minimum enough to do the baseline setting in order to calculate the ECM, the performance of the ECM later on. Okay, from here, for example here, so this data I got from for 3 years. For 3 years, you can plot the graph something like here. Okay, for 3 years. This one monthly data, and the other data is 7 weeks, 24 hours data. You can plot. You need to plot the data something like this to find the 7 days or 1 week data at least. So which I have shared this one. I have shared this Excel in Ulearn. You can refer to Ulearn week 8. Week 8, you can refer to Ulearn. I have uploaded these two types of examples data analysis for the energy audit in Ulearn. And also the examples of energy audit report also in Ulearn. And I also shared the link of the energy audit report in the example. The best, I think that one is the best energy audit report from the last batch. Okay, you can refer the flow of the energy audit report, the example one. You can refer to that example. Pula ni. Okay, low opportuning detail system or appliance. Load opportunity is very important. The breakdown of the load. For example, to get how many percent for the lighting, for the refrigeration system, from the air conditioning system. If there is the available for the air conditioning system, so please update the energy consumption for this one. Okay. So if you try to do the energy audit for the commercial building that has been installed with the chiller plant or cooling tower or issue, you need to update all the things about the air conditioning system over here, the active system. And also the important part is room data survey. Okay, to get the temperature, relative humidity, carbon dioxide, CO2 or luminance. Luminance, you can use your phone. Temperature and humidity, you can buy very cheap, I think, the clock one with the available temperature and relative humidity over here. Over there, you can see the plot with the temperature and relative humidity or orange. And if you want to get the power consumption for the plug load, you can buy the power measurement for the plug load. I think about 25 ringgit. You can order through Lazada ataupun Shopee. Belilah yang tu pakat-pakat satu grup. Mana saya tunjuk gambar satu. Ni yang ni. Nampak tak? Ni. Nampak tak? Okay. You could you can plug in this measurement device to the plug and then put the socket. Put the socket, for example, to measure laptop power for the laptop, power for the table lighting, power for the Coway, power for the refrigeration. Okay, you can plug in the socket to this measurement device. Ni berapa ringgit ni? RM27.29. Order lah. Cari. Keluar ni je. Okay, any other question? This one is the example for the energy profile. Okay, if you took the power demand for the 7 days, you can plot the graph something like this for 7 days, and also to find the difference of the what we call it, the pattern of the energy profile. You can plot like this pattern or also for this pattern. From here, we can see that okay, the percentage for the base load, and we know that something happened over here, okay, and the load are fully shut down at 12 a.m. For this place, 12 a.m. Or for the short lot, we know that okay, this restaurant will be closed at something like on 12 a.m., something like that. And you can advise the consumer if there is any what we call it, any abnormal reading for their load profile, and you can consider it something like losses for the energy. Okay, so that one, if they forgot to switch off any kind of system before they go out, and you can advise them to shut down very simple system that do not need to run for 24 hours. If the system need to run or need to operate for 24 hours, then let them manage it properly. Okay, or you can do some kind of the suggestion for the rescheduling, or to adjust the temperature, for example, for the refrigerant from the minus 20 to minus 18, and you can see the impacts of the energy over there. And please look after the what we call it, the content inside the refrigerant, the freezer. If there is no item that need proper or standard temperature, or just to frost food for uh, for the normal condition, and you can suggest to increase the temperature from the minus 20 something to frost the food, and you can suggest at least -5, -8, or -10. That one is enough to frost the food if there is no critical food to be frost with the standard temperature. Okay, so please come up with the load breakdown, something like here. Lighting, how many percent? So plug load, how many percent issue? So this plug load, you can also divide by several items. For example, laptop, how many percent use? Okay, refrigerant, freezer, television, how many percent? So please refer to the example of the report. That one is the very detailed report by your senior. Very good report to benchmark. COP chiller plant. If there is the chiller plant over there, and you can do the load opportuning for the chiller system, okay, to find the system for the chiller plant, chill water pump, okay, cooling tower, how many percent for cooling tower, and the active chiller 1, how many percent, chiller 3, how many percent, so power demand for all this one, and you come out with the load breakdown. So find the COP for the chiller. If there is the chillers, there are two chillers over here, chiller 1 and chiller 3 running simultaneously. So what you are required to do is to update the information for all the active system, especially for the chiller performance over here. You need to come up with the chiller COP, and try to benchmark with the MS 1525. 1525. Okay. So what's the standard say for the chiller with the 300 refrigerant ton? Okay. For example, minimum COP required is 5.8. 5.8. So this one is chiller COP is under efficiency. So that means the chiller is not efficient anymore when we refer to standard. 100% load condition also, okay, with the 5.4. So if the chiller 1 running with the 100% condition or load condition, and this chiller also not meet the standard one. Okay, you can find by your own. This one, the detail on how we can find the table, how we can put the location and update the time type of lamp. So for example, bilik 7, 10, fluorescent 36 watt, compact lamp. So if there is the available for the LED lamp, so please update LED, how many units that they have. So please divide this area or location of the lamp. For example, lobby, how many units? Tangga, how many units? For fluorescent 18 watt, 2 feet. Or this one, fluorescent, FL fluorescent for 4 feet. Conventional lamp, 36 watt. And then after that, let's see the arrangement for the temperature. Okay, also for the temperature, please update the temperature something like this, because during the process of room data survey, what you need to collect including the temperature of the room, humidity, and also for CO2. If there is no available of the CO2 meter, and never mind, you can only update two data, temperature and humidity, and please come up with the chart or graph something like this. Okay, so refer to the standard one, 24 to 26. You can plot the area something like this, and do the table to represent the percentage. Yang ni banyaklah rooms dia. How many rooms that they have? About 372 room or area. Humidity, okay, humidity, RS. And lastly, for the section 7. So this one, okay, refer to this one, refer to section 6. Section 6 normally is the kind of the measured data that you have from the site, from the measured data, room data survey, lighting, or the plant load measured data, power for the equipment, okay. And for the section 7, the opportunity for saving. This one is ECN number 1, for example, sustainable energy management system, improve, suggest better policy. From the energy management metric that you have, the status of the energy management that you plot in early stage of the energy audit. So please come out with the ECM number 1 to improve better energy management metrics. So please suggest to do what's kind of the process you need to suggest in order to improve the energy management system over there. So ECM number 2, to replace the conventional. For example, this one is the example. ECM number 2, if you find that the site is still use the conventional lamp and you want to suggest to replace with the LED lamp, so please put them as the ECM number 2. You need to come out with the calculation of saving, okay, like the previous summary, executive summary one. But that one you represent the ECN separately. This one is the summary. And you can also put ECM for the many types of lamp to to do retrofit fluorescent 36. For example here, with the different kind of the area, dekat tangga, dekat dalam bilik satu, you can put them separately in section 7. And also for the short lot, normally they have freezer. So if the freezer is not under the maps, under the 5 rating appliance, so please suggest those 5 rating appliance for them to buy or replace the new one, and they can reduce the electricity. If you get to prove that if they buy the 5-star one and they're able to get more saving in terms of electricity bill, and they will get the return of investment within the short time period, okay, and that one is the good one of the example good practice that they can apply later on. Okay, so finish for the section 7. This one is the example, ECM improvement, how you can refer to this one to get the idea on how to represent the ECM. Not only, this one is delamping, one of the idea for the energy conservation. Energy conservation. If you find that the area with the kind of the overlit in terms of lux level, okay, the lux level is higher than standard, and you can suggest to do the delamping, which is if the area have 10 lamps and they open up all the switch on all the lightings at one time. Okay, you can suggest to them, because you find as the auditor, you find that the over value of the lux level over there compared to the standard one. So you can suggest to do the delamping, to do the delamping, for example, from 10 to 6 or 7 only. So by that way, they can also reduce the electricity cost and also reduce the electricity consumption. That one's tariff summary. Okay, proposed implementation plan. Okay, so how to do? Okay, for example, here implementation plan from for the 3 years. Okay, if you got this one, I think that one is the bonus, bonus mark for you. Please provide this one on how you can guide. You can guide the client, the consumer, to do the implementation. Target for 3 years, they can able to reduce about 10% by implementing the ECMs, the suggested ECM. So at least you have contribute something to your client, and they have they able to get something from you. You learn something and they gain something from you. References. So please put references. Please put references. If you refer to any kind of references, please put the references. Okay. Any question? Ada nak tanya? Tak ada. Semua dah siap ke? Report. Energy audit.
On the way, Doktor.
On the way. Ada yang dah turun ke plan tak? Ada yang dah turun ke site masing-masing?
Ada kot.
Ada dah. So hopefully you need to pergi and do something lah. Okay, so let's continue for the setting energy target and plan system assessment audit. So to do the detailed energy audit, okay, method to establish the energy audit. So we back to the management system as the energy manager. So why we call it as an energy manager, not energy auditor? So that one, the last report, okay, is written by energy auditor, But for energy audit, energy manager, you need to also know on how to write energy audit report, and also to set the the process or to monitor the process of energy audit, okay, to find the right time to do the energy audit. So this one is the guideline or method to establish the energy audit. Prepare scope for the energy audit. If you the owner of the building, okay, the workers or the engineer that works under the uh, facility manager or facility management or for the factory, okay, your boss asks you to plan for the energy audit, okay. So what you need to do is to prepare the scope of the energy audit and analysis. So what kind of the system that you need to know to do to get the information, okay, to analyze the consumption. So you need to list up all the system required to do the energy audit. So study resource, okay, study uh, resource requirement, select the energy audit method, uh, either external or to do internally. So if you want to do internally, you need to find the right person to do the energy audit. Assign responsible person, conduct energy audit internally, internal staff, get energy audit result. So if you want to assign or appoint the external auditor, to select the external expert outside there. Okay, conduct energy audit by selected internal and lets them prepare the energy audit report for you. If not, if you want to do the energy audit internally, okay, please find back to the energy audit process. And also you need to prepare energy audit report by your own. As the energy auditor internally, you need to know on how to write a good energy audit report. So the flow I did explain just now about the energy audit report, the important element, the important data or section that you need to provide during the process of energy audit. So here are the details of the explanation from here. A, B, C, D until E. Okay, you can find by your own. And what's to do is organizing energy audit analysis. The energy management committee and head of EAC have to bring the energy audit analysis result to implement to get the real energy saving. So the implementation one, the issue happen to many industry or many commercial building that have done their energy audit report. So they got their report and they do not do they do nothing. They do nothing when they receive their energy audit report. So that's the waste of the effort, the waste of the effort, and the waste of the money to pay the auditor. When you got your energy audit report as the owner of the building or the owner of the operation, etc. So you need to do something. Refer to energy audit report, okay? Bring them and then discuss with your team. So over here, if you set up the energy management system and you have the committee, so please discuss with the committee, please discuss with the head of the EAC or the subsection of the operation manager or your engineer. Call them and discuss on how to implement this one, because to do the energy audit we have spent a lot of money, a lot of effort that we have done before to create an energy audit report. And then don't waste your time and try to do the best to implement the energy audit, to implement the opportunity for saving or to implement the energy conservation measures. Because from my opinion or my experience, why government put the requirement for the energy audit grant, the receiver or the the receiver of the grant need or the applicant need to prove that they ready to implement the energy conservation measure. If you got the energy audit report and you do nothing, and what's the waste of the effort and energy, waste of the money, the investment? Because the money from the government to open up the grant to the commercial buildings, and also for the industry to come and get the money to the energy audit report, and after that they do nothing, and what's the waste of the money? So as the owner of the building, or if you later on you work under the facility management, okay, when you get the report of the energy audit, if you do by your own, and please appreciate it, and if the third party did the energy audit for you, and then please appreciate it and try to implement, especially for the zero cost implementation is really important, because from the zero cost you can save a lot of money. No investment is required, and then what you are waiting for? Please do it immediately. Okay. So after that, how to set up from the energy audit finding. For example, you find, okay, that's the opportunity for saving about 10% or about 20% or about 3% or 50% for the coming 3 years or coming 5 years. Okay, what you are going to do is to set up the energy target and plan, ETP, ET and P. So this one is very important. If you are the energy manager for a certain building, okay, and discuss with the energy committee over there, try to get the idea from the energy audit report, come up with the energy target and plan. So what's to do for the this year 2022, and then next year 2023? So what's to do based, pick up the information from the energy audit and put it on this energy target and plan, and try to do the implementation plan, okay, that involve all the organization level. For example, energy management committee, so what they need to do to implement the energy conservation measures. And for the EAC level, energy accounting center level, so what's the responsibility for the head of EAC? If there is the previous TOR, a turn of reference for this appointment of the energy manager or for the head of EAC, and you need to improvise the TOR, the turn of reference, the responsibility list for the head of EAC, and then put it down. Add the responsibility, the list of responsibility for the head of EAC from time to time. So they need to function well when they are appointed as the head of EAC to do the implementation for the energy conservation measures. So inside the ATP, please write down the, for example, the ECN number 1. So what's the person in charge? What's the responsibilities to do this ECM number 1, ECM number 2, ECM number 3? So what's the period to do to finish this ECM? Okay, so make it proper with the target and also for the plan, and put the responsible person to execute or to lead that ECM, and also set up target, for example, to improve the BI or EI from the current baseline to the next after 3 years. So what happened to our energy efficiency index? So our building energy index. Okay, you need to have this significant target so that your effort will be measured properly. set target, controllability, okay, that one select and prioritize the energy conservation measures. Okay, for example, start with the no investment, medium investment, and large investment. If you got saving from the no investment measures, for example, you are able to get 10 million saving from the no investment measures. Immediately, you can get the for 1 year. You do the no investment measures. For example, I got one experience in one hospital. They running two chillers. Uh, and they even expect that for the two chillers, and they map to run the operation for the 4 cooling towers. Actually, they have 4 chillers and 4 cooling towers, and their operation guys run the cooling tower 4 cooling towers to support 2 chillers. Okay, so when we do the walkthrough energy audit, and we find that okay, these 4 cooling towers is kind of the losses, because the OEM one, the manufacturing maps 1-to-1, 1 chiller, 1 cooling towers, 1 chiller, 1 cooling towers. So they have run 4 cooling towers. 2 cooling towers has contributes to the more energy to use. Okay, so we suggest to um, shut down 2 cooling towers, and they try to run 2 chillers and 2 cooling towers with the appropriate temperature, and they able to make a saving about 10%. 10% about, I think, about 20,000 or 10,000, 10,000 ringgit a month. And for 1 year, 120K. So this 120K for 1 year, you can invest to median investment. For example, to replace the to replace the LED one, to replace the conventional lamp to the type of LED lamp, or to replace something with the efficiency of follow the maps of 5-star rating. For example, to convert or to replace the 5-star rating split unit. They have about 100 units of the conventional split unit. So they need about about 100K to replace the half of them. So you can use the capital. You use the saving one in terms of cost, about 100K to reinvest. Invest for the medium investment, or you can also, after that, when you got the saving, the last year or the another next year, can go for the large investment from the capital of the investment. Money of the investment come from the last saving that they have. You get it? You got it? Boleh faham tak? So how to set energy target and plan, set up the implementation plan, EM committee. So very important, energy management committee. So if the organization or the factory or the building, they have their energy committee. In UTM, we have two layer of the energy committee, and the first one is chaired by our VC. So that is important to have the energy committee, because as the human, we can walk alone. You need to have the committee to propose the idea, to discuss something, or to endorse something over there, so that when we discuss, and in our life also, we need to get the another idea from the other person. kalau awak nak kahwin nanti pun kena dapatkan pandangan from your parents as well. So that's why it's really important to do the discussion in a group, in a committee, so that we come up with a good implementation plan. So also happen to this energy management system. Eh? When you have the committee, so put everything under the committee and discuss, and inshallah we will come out with the good result for the implementation plan, and also to set up the sustainable improvement team in order to do or to implement, to execute the energy conservation measures. It is important to have a specialist team, sustainable improvement team, for the appropriate for the specific tasks. For example, to replace the LED one, okay, to replace the lighting. So you have a special team that really understand what they want to do to replace the LED. So they have their special knowledge and special technical skill. And if there is no skill available, and you need to develop your team with the special skill to do the technical training, for example, to send them to get the professional certificate, for example, okay, so that they can come back and to have the place to improve or to do the to implement the technical skill that they have, to practice that they what they have learned, and to practice it during the energy conservation measures implementation process. So implementation plan has to comply with the energy saving target and investment plan of the organization. And of course, implementation plan must comply with the target. So how many target? How many percent? 10%. So to improve the BEI about 10%, or to reduce the CO2 emission about 10%. So that's the target. And also for the investment plan, if the organization has prepared about 1 million budget for this kind of the system to replace with the new one, and then you need to come up with the proper plan on how we can replace this system with the proper way. Okay, so I think that's all for this part 3, chapter 4. Any question? Ada soalan tak? Kalau tak ada soalan, saya nak tanya soalan. Okay, so please join our replacement class at 5 today. So for today's attendance, saya nak panggil nama seseorang ni. Abu Zaid ada? Kalau tak ada, saya pangkah je terus. Boleh open your mic or update dalam ni chat box ni. Kalau ada, type ada. Abu Zaid, tak ada Ahmad Kamal.
Ada, Doktor.
Okay. Amar Syazwan.
Ada, Doktor.
Bartolome.
Ada, Doktor.
Ada. Calvin Jeffrey.
Ada, Doktor.
Cikgu Azrizal.
Ada, Doktor.
Okay. Daniel Lukman.
Saya, Doktor.
Alright. Tadi ada nampak Daniel. Daniel Zarif.
Saya ada.
Dorita Sarawak. Anak Jos.
Ada.
Dorita. Okay. Faik Irfan.
Ada, Doktor.
Mana-mana Faik?
Ada.
Gohan Singh.
Ada, doktor.
Okay, go. Hafizah. Tak ada. Khairul Imran. Tak ada juga. Kopuzi.
Saya doktor.
Okay. Muhammad Fahmi. Miss Wan.
Doktor.
Okay. Muhammad Fazrul Nashrik.
Ada, doktor.
Muhammad Najmi Syukri.
Ya, doktor.
Mana? Okay, Najmi. Muhammad Luqman Hakim. Luqman tak ada. Muhammad Adib Hilmi. Adib Hilmi ada? Tak ada. Juga. Muhammad Adib Naim. Adib Naim tak ada juga. Muhammad Aminuddin.
Saya doktor.
Okey. Muhammad Amir Hamzah. Amir Hamzah tak ada juga. Muhammad Ashraf. Ashraf Zainal. Ada. Muhammad Azim Daud. Muhammad Azim Daud tak ada juga. Muhammad Azizi.
Ada, doktor, ada.
Muhammad Hafiz Aiman. Hafiz Aiman tak ada. Muhammad Hafizuddin Azman. Hafizuddin Azman pun tak ada juga. Muhammad Hazmi Raziz.
Ada, doktor.
Okey. Muhammad Hisham. Hisham Ahmad. Tak ada. Muhammad Izzat Muhammad Rafzi.
Ada.
Okey. Muhammad Zulkifli Lee.
Doktor, Hisham tadi ada, doktor. Dia jawab kat chat.
Oh, Hisham ada. Okey. Irfan. Tadi siapa tadi? Saya tak perasan ada ni. Daniel Zarif.
Doktor. Doktor, dengar dah.
Ha.
Okey.
Ada tadi Irfan lah. Zulkifli Lee tak ada tadi Nadiswaran Naidu.
Ada, doktor. Dengar tak,
Alright.
doktor?
Okey.
Okey, thank you.
Nur Danieli Nailis.
Ada, doktor.
Nur Afika.
Ada doktor.
Nur Aiman Farhana.
Ada doktor.
Nur Anissa Sofia. Tak ada. Nur Diana.
Yes doktor.
Sharifah Nurul Shakira.
Ada doktor.
Sri Ram Prabu.
Ada, doktor.
Alright. Luhaila bin Sharif.
Ada doktor.
Tam Yang Kit.
Ada, doktor.
Wardatul Rauda.
Yes doktor.
Alright. Zahratul Ain.
Ada doktor.
Zaidani Zaidan.
Ada doktor.
Oh, macam Zidane lah nama. Adan Farhan.
Ada doktor.
Okay. Adam Khaizuran.
Ada doktor.
Okay. Ahmad Nabid. Ahmad Nabid tak ada. Amir Rizal Nazmi.
Saya doktor.
Alright. Ammar Faiz, Miss Wan.
Ada doktor.
Ashwin Kumar.
Ya, doktor.
Alright. Awanku Muhammad Azamuddin. Tak ada. Awanku tak ada. Azrin binti Azman. Azrin tak ada juga. Ah, tak ada. Azrin binti Azman tak ada. Elia anak John.
Ya, saya doktor.
Alright, thank you. Shentren. Shentren tak ada. Shentren. Anak lelaki Chandra Sekaran. Tak ada. Okey, ramai kelas saya ni. Muhammad Baihaqi.
Ada doktor. Dia tidur.
Tidur.
Ada.
Kejut, bangun, kejut. Muhammad Amirul Syafiq.
Ada doktor.
Muhammad Hafiz bin Muhammad Rafiq. Tak ada juga. Kishan ada tadi. Okey. Tu Muhammad Hafiz bin Muhammad Rafiq tak ada. Muhammad Isyamuddin.
Saya doktor.
Alright. Muhammad Fikri Hilmi. Firdaus Abdul Halim Shah.
Saya doktor.
Okay. Haziq Muhammad Jamal. Haziq tak ada juga. Muhammad Haziq Muhammad Jamal. Muhammad Haziq Zaihan.
Saya doktor.
Okay. Muhammad Syafiq bin Muhammad Afizuddin. Muhammad Syafiq Ruslan. Tak ada. Okay. Muhammad Syahmi Adli.
Ada doktor.
Muhammad Syed Muhammad Syahrun.
Ada doktor.
Muhammad Aidil Hafiz.
Ya doktor.
Okay. Myra Jane. Tak ada.
Ada.
Alright. Ni Ahmad Izhan. Ni Ahmed Jafni.
Ada.
Nur Hidayat. Okay. Nur Aimi Nadira.
Ada doktor.
Okay. Nur Amirul Fikri.
Ada doktor.
Nur Diana binti Hamidun.
Saya doktor.
Okay. Nur Najwa binti Muhammad Azri.
Ada.
Alright. Last page. Nurul Afifah binti Samsudin.
Ada.
Ada. Macam tak sihat je suara. Nurul Fasihah.
Ada doktor.
Ada tadi. Nurul Izzatul Liana.
Ya doktor.
Wah, semangat ni. Mesti banyak duit raya. Priscilla Joseph.
Ya, doktor.
Okey, Raja Zulikmal.
Ya, doktor.
Okey. Oh, baguslah. Batch bawah ni semua hadir ni. Rosabelli Ronnie.
Ada, doktor.
Alright. Siti Fatihah Muhammad Nur.
Ada, doktor.
Siti Nur Syuhada binti Jalal.
Ada, doktor.
Okey. Umanantini. Umanantini. Tak ada. Ada. Okey. Lah, sekali-sekala saya kena panggil juga ni. Ramai juga sangkut hari ni. Tu saya akan kontak seorang-seorang ni. Nombor telefon pun ada. Kenapa tak datang? Okay, so I think that's all for this session. See you at 5, at 5 p.m. today for the replacement class.
Doktor, saya ada, doktor. Tadi internet saya tak okey. Saya tak dapat jawab.
Siapa tu?
Hafizah.
Fiza. Nanti type dekat tu. Nama penuh Fiza?
Hafizah binti Dalyahidi.
Oh. Okay. Ada lagi yang
Terima kasih,
saya
doktor.
terlepas? Okay. Ada lagi yang saya terlepas? Okay. Muhammad Adi Hilmi. Adi Hilmi dah ada tadi. Belum? Oh, Adi Hilmi. Okay. Lagi? Saya dah update dah Adi Hilmi. Takut ada yang saya terlepas nanti inilah, nanti WhatsApp saya Okay. So, jumpa nanti pukul 5. Kita off dululah, pergi rehat dulu.
Terima
Okay.
kasih, doktor.
Okay, sama. See you.
Ya, doktor. Selamat Raya.
Sama. Selamat Raya.
Doktor.
Doktor.
Thank
Ya.
you.
Selamat Raya.
Selamat Raya, Selamat Raya.
Maaf saya dah batin, doktor.
Ya, ya, sama-sama.
Jaga ngapura ya, doktor.
Nanti raya datanglah rumah ke bilik saya ni, tak apa FKE. Datang ambil midterm test. Siapa nak midterm test nanti next week datang ambil. Nak kertas dia, saya key in dulu minggu ni. Kalau nak tengok markah, tengok dekat SMP nanti minggu ni. Saya update. Okay.